Oh, someone was walking up the street the other day, and I was walking to the bus, and he was walking in the opposite direction, and he maintained eye contact with me as he held a fidget spinner on his finger, balanced, and walked by me.
Sir, if you're out there, I hope you're really living your best life right now.
I feel like he really was.
So, welcome everyone. Welcome to our podcast. If you haven't listened before, my name is Moxey and this is May, and we have been lifelong friends and discovered that we both have this innate feeling that comes to us that when we put love out into the world, we get an exponential amount of love back. And we want to share that with you, that when you put your love out there, it can make you feel even better by it coming back in a large amount. And that feeling is like a euphoria that's like a catalytic effect, and we call it a euphorolytic effect. So we just share our weekly stories of the love in our lives or the tools we use and how you can join us in that love.
Moxey, that is absolutely correct.
I'm getting really good at the summation, if you have.
You really are. It's very smooth.
I know. We just
really
need
like
that
it.
elevator pitch of why everyone should follow us on Instagram and join our movement at Euphoric.
Oh, well, they absolutely should join it because it's not going to cost you anything other than your phone and your internet already having been paid for. So, I mean, what's it going to hurt? Just come on the Instagram, do some double taps, release some love.
Yeah.
And that's a really good way to start the euphorolytic cycle in your life.
And we actually share a crystal every week that you can double tap on Instagram instead of a physical rub. Tonight, what we are going to do later instead of a crystal is we can talk about our favorite crystals that we've talked about over the last few episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like a crystal throwback. But
That's right.
Before we get to that, May, what's been happening in your life? What love have you been able to put out there and get back?
Well, I've been focusing really hard on trying to come up with a way to kind of, like a different way to put love out into the world. Mm-hmm. And as I've been doing that, I've been trying to focus on the idea of looking for the little love for inspiration. And, you know, lately I'm just feeling very scattered, like my thoughts are all over the place, and I'm trying to redraw my focus into observing what's around me and seeing, you know, the compassionate things and the kind things that people are doing for each other. And I just really wanted to bring this up because maybe some other people out there are feeling the same way as me, in that it's not really always apparent that there is love out there. And I think sometimes it's very difficult if you yourself are not centered. It might be harder to kind of take in some of the love that is out there. Just if you find that your mind is wandering, or if you have these other things that are kind of stressing you out, or if you're very, you know, if your mind's going in 100 different directions at once. And I feel like when that's happening, when you're really having difficulty allowing yourself to be delighted in a situation, or having difficulty with finding the little love in situations, I think that that's the perfect time, and that's a sign that it's maybe your turn to start that euphorolytic cycle. You know what I mean? Like, maybe when you're having trouble seeing it somewhere else, that's when you have to kind of say to yourself, well, what can I do to be the one who plants this seed that someone else who's out there looking for little love, they're going to see this and pass it on?
Yeah,
So
I mean, people may be like, what? I'm at my worst and you want me to give out more, which isn't necessarily
Yeah.
true. Could even be doing something for yourself, because if you're making yourself feel better,
Yes,
that'll help the love
exactly.
inside you grow too. And
Exactly, because that's definitely a part of it as well. Like, allowing yourself to be delighted also means doing something that's making you happy.
Yeah.
For yourself. And it can be something very simple. I was listening to a podcast, I think, actually John was, and I just listened, I overhear what he's listening to. I think it was Mark Maron, and he was saying how he has to make time for himself to read. And it just seems like such a simple thing, but I think that's really a good gift to give to yourself. And then by doing that and kind of centering yourself, giving yourself that gift, it's self-love that's going to start on this path to a more euphoric life. And you might inspire someone else who sees you doing that. And then maybe that's how you start the cycle.
Yeah, it's okay to not be okay, and then work on how to make yourself okay even a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. And also, it's very difficult. I think it's really hard when you're not feeling great about yourself, or you're not feeling great about the situation you're in or the world around you. It's very hard to say, okay, maybe I'm the one who has to be the loving one in this situation, or the kind person.
And that also doesn't mean I don't know how to call it, the badness you're in isn't reality. That's totally acknowledgeable. But it loops back to, like you say, looking for the little love. So it's not saying what you're in doesn't suck and isn't real, but it's just finding a microscopic amount of goodness to be okay with and moving forward
exactly.
with that.
Yeah, this definitely isn't meant to downplay that anything, anyone out there who may be going through something, like, your feelings are absolutely valid. And if there's something that you're able to do to help push through the situation that you're in, that counts. That's the little love.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is. And it's just like, I like to think, I think I've said this before, but I really like to think of a euphoric state as someone throwing a stone into a pond. And once that hits the water, it's that tiny splash, but then it just ripples outward exponentially. Mm-hmm. And it hits, maybe it'll hit some reeds in the water and it kind of envelops them, the ripples break and go around it. Or maybe there's a duck floating by and then the duck begins to like bob in the waves, but it affects things around you. Sometimes if you're not the duck bobbing on the waves, you got to be the stone.
This just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And sometimes you're the raindrop that hits the stone in the butterfly wing.
I never even. Sometimes you might be the rain that fills the pond.
Maybe you're the tadpole.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You don't know that you're not. I think you specifically may be the tadpole swimming in the euphoric lake of love.
Is that
being delighted?
Is that kind of like the opposite of the goo in Ghostbusters 2? Like,
oh. Yeah, because what did that do? Or it responded to noise?
It absorbed
anger. Did it make you angry?
No, it absorbed. Oh, yeah. It reacted to anger.
Are you sure? Was that in the movie, or was that like the slime was definitely in the movie? Okay.
Psychomagnotheric slime.
Okay.
Also known as mood slime and psychoreactive slime. Is a powerful psychoreactive substance that responds to human emotional states, both positive and negative.
Oh.
So you really got to be conscious of putting that love out there.
Yeah, you do.
Because you don't want this. This is descended into madness. It's like we're on mushrooms. This is crazy.
You don't want the Statue of Liberty to walk through downtown New York. Is that in the movie? That's the end, isn't it? Spoiler alert for Ghostbusters 2.
Is that 2 or 1?
Well, I don't remember now. Yeah, you're right. Because I thought the slime would move because of noise, and that they put the slime on the Statue of Liberty and made it walk by playing that song that's like, your love keeping me higher. Do.
Yes, that's definitely what it was, that they doused the Statue of Liberty in the slime to make it move.
Yeah. So good.
I mean,
Ghostbusters 2.
If you were to sleep with one villain in Ghostbusters, would it be Virgo the Carpathian, Slimer, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Gozer, or Zool? Or wild card, the old library ghost at the first scene of the first one.
What Zool are we talking about? Or wait.
Zool, I'm picturing the dog.
Oh. No.
I think I'm going Gozer, who was like the David Bowie type look.
Yes, like a Grace Jones.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking also, actually.
But Zool, if you're into power. This has descended into madness.
Write in and let us know. Are you a Stay Puffed person? That's okay.
There's more to love.
That's right.
I mean, I am going to judge you if you're into Slimer, but he would have a nice warm mouth.
Well, I think in the cartoon he was good and he liked to give you kisses, didn't he?
I never watched the cartoon. Okay.
You never watched the cartoon?
No.
Oh. I really liked it.
You were raised by television, though.
I was. I'm coming to realize that the older I get.
I was in the woods a lot.
Oh, yeah, no.
Which explains a lot about me and my obsession with surviving and, pandemic planning.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Not me.
Let's have Crystal talk.
Let's have Crystal talk. Let's do it.
Crystal talk. I just thought, since we have so many new listeners, one of the things maybe we could just go back and visit our favorite crystals that we've talked about so far. Now, admittedly, I'm really mostly going on looks for myself.
That's okay. Honestly, that's completely valid.
Because if it's the looks giving me a positive placebo effect, I'll take it. I think in terms of ones we've spoken about so far, my favorite would be fluorite.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, how?
Because it's so beautiful and it's purple.
Well, what I actually like about the fluorite you posted on our Instagram, at Euphorilytic, is the turquoise and purple combination.
Yes, it's very aesthetic.
Rather than the full purple of when you had like the amethyst.
Yes. I agree. That's a good choice. You should pick up a nice fluorite for yourself.
I'm good.
Treat yourself.
No, I have enough stuff in my life. I just need to Marie Kondo and use our Instagram for my crystal collection. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow that. That's fair to me.
What would be your favorite crystal so far?
I think my favorite... I kind of have two favorites. If we're talking about one specific crystal and not crystal type, I often wear, almost every day, I have a clear quartz that it's kind of milky a little bit, and the end of it was dipped in silver. I bought it on Etsy, and I cannot... I think the shop is called Kiss the Future.
Whoa.
based out of the UK. So that's my favorite crystal, that specific one. And it goes with all of my clothing.
Because it's clear.
Yeah. And it predates any kind of woo-woo feelings I may have had about crystals. At the time, I just liked the idea of like a raw crystal
look
stone.
Yeah.
Because I do really still like the aesthetic of that.
Yeah.
But if we're talking crystals in general, I really have to say it's a two-way tie between the purple amethyst, which is the sobriety stone, and also I just always really liked it, and citrine, because I feel that citrine is a very beautiful and euphorolytic stone in its orangey. It's got like a very beautiful kind of iced tea look about it. So, fun fact, there is a stone called ametrine, which is a citrine and an amethyst together, because they are essentially the same stone, just in different heat generates the colors.
Oh.
So, yeah, you can get one that's got purple and orange in it.
Ooh.
I know. So that's really like that's my grail stone, I would say. I'd love to find an ametrine. And I could just cave and order one online, but I would like to find one in a shop somewhere. I have never seen one in person.
Yeah, so. that would be more special than just
very rarely will I buy one online. I think I've only ever bought two, like that necklace and then the fluorite, I don't know, obelisk, would you call it? The like triangle-y one with the stripes in it. I did buy that one just because I thought it was so cool looking.
It's almost like a pyramid or something.
Yeah, and it was outrageously smaller than I thought it was going to be for the price I paid.
In the picture, it does look quite substantial.
Yeah, it's not. It's about the size, like the height of a loonie.
Oh.
Maybe. It's quite small. I'm holding it beside a spool of thread turned on its side so that like the round side is facing me and it's the same height.
Oh, that is very small.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably put the dimensions, you just didn't pay attention.
Oh, 1000%. Yes. Oh dear. I've done that a few times. I just get so excited.
Have you seen like the
crystals?
The memes online of people ordering like couches on Amazon and they get there and they're like dog couches.
Well, I'm always like, oh, my dolls could fit into that. That looks great. Or sometimes too, I'll see the ones from Wish where they've ordered a pair of jeans and then it just fits on their fingers. And I'm kind of thinking like, wow, what did you think,
like,
though?
Jeans sizes matter.
Yeah. So you would have looked at the sizing, unless they're buying like those jegging jeans that are, remember the tights?
Oh, those were great.
Do you remember you had seen them when you went to Japan and then like 2 years later they were in all the dollar stores here?
Everywhere. But of course they weren't like the Japanese ones, they were the Chinese knockoffs. And do you remember I got a pair at the flea market in Florida and they're just so bad. They're basically just like pantyhose with jean print on them. Yeah. I didn't even have the courage to like leave the house with them on.
I wish I still had a pair of those. Maybe we'll see some in America when we go.
Maybe.
I've made a list for America. I'm excited.
Mine is basically just LaCroix.
Yeah, LaCroix. I'd like to get some yoga clothes.
Oh, yeah.
To wear to, whatchamacallit, yoga.
I find the Target stuff is really good, but it is pricey, like 20 to 30
see, I never look at it, but I only need one
outfit.
Yoga outfit.
Yeah.
Because I'm only going once a week and I just, whatever.
I also find Costco here is really good for that.
Oh, I should check the Costco's.
Yoga
I never
pants.
look at that stuff because I'm very not athletic. But now I'm kind of like, because I literally do wear like a pair of leggings that I just don't wear to work anymore. And I have a Catwoman. It was a t-shirt from Hot Topic that was way too big, but I've made it into a tank top.
Oh, okay.
and it's tight enough that it doesn't, like when I'm bending upside down and stuff, it doesn't fall up.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I think that's it for me. Did you have anything else you want to add, May?
No, I think I'm good. I kind of got out everything I'd like to get out, and I hope that everyone out there is just doing their best. I'm sure that you all are, but just remember that, it might not always be so easy to look for the little love or to allow yourself to be delighted, but I think those are the times that that you could be the one who starts a brand new euphoric cycle.
Definitely.
And bring that to someone else's day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to really try to do that as well.
I think we all should.
Start fresh from scratch. Get a new ripple going.
Get some new rips going.
Just new rips. Let her rip.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And yeah, spread your love out into the world, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.